Find a tribe. Find a tribe. Why you so stressed? It's not that serious. And free your mind. It's gonna be alright. Find a tribe. Find a tribe. Find a tribe. Find a tribe. Find a tribe.
You're listening to Glory 93.9 FM. It's officially Girl Talk time, y'all. It's officially Girl Talk time. It's your girl Mericha here in your company here on this beautiful Thursday. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to put a smile on your face. Listen, smile, show them teeth. Listen, I know today was rough. I know the sun was hot. I know your car act a fool today. I know your children act a fool today too. I know they sure did. But listen, you have a reason to smile. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Tell me why you smiling. Tell me what you want me to smile for, Mericha. Listen, you still have breath in your body. You are still in the land of the living. So many people did not make it to see this day. So I want to encourage you to put a smile on your face. Listen, I'm so excited. I'm not going to even delay this moment any longer because I know the show is going to be hot, 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 hot. And I know that some of you who are tuning in right now be like, this is not who usually is be on this stream right now. What's going on here? I'm so confused. Somebody please help me and tell me what's really going on here. So I can fix it. I can make sure y'all know that this ain't some stranger who hop on somebody else's Facebook profile for y'all who tuned in. But listen, I'm so excited about today's show. And as we always introduce our shows every week, listen, these shows that we've been doing here on Girl Talk this season under the theme Find Your Tribe. Listen, all of this stuff is God given. This is God directed. And I'm so excited that this young lady decided to come on my show not even knowing me. She didn't know who I was. She had no clue who I was, never heard anything about me. And she just was so cool, so sweet. I mean, her advice to me was it was remarkable. And she stuck with me now. I hope she know that. She stuck with me now. She can't go nowhere now. We are officially girlfriends now after today. So every now and then I got to check up on her to make sure she good. And then, nobody could say nothing bad about her around me now because this is my girl now. So y'all can't talk bad about her around me because then it could be vibes. It could be a vibe. So listen, I want to welcome officially to Glory 93.9 FM and Girl Talk. Officially now, my girl. She's my girl now. Roxie Starr. Hey, Roxie. Hey, Roxie.
It is a pleasure to be here. So y'all know y'all actually can't say nothing bad but her either, right? And I like fight. I still strong arms. The Lord ain't finished with me yet. The Lord ain't finished with me yet. I am.
Oh my gosh. my gosh. Listen, I am so humble and so honored to have you here. And I just want to say thank you again while everybody could see your facial expression so they could know I wasn't lying in front. Okay. Man, I just thank you for everything. For everything. I really, really appreciate you. And you look fabulous.
Thank you. I tell you, I asked you, should I bed or bed?
Yes, yeah, like bed.
I bed.
Your Pandora is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, thank you. This was actually a gift from Pandora.
Yes,
so
yes.
Shout out Pandora, the Bay Street store.
Yes.
They're absolutely amazing down there. If y'all have a chance, go check them out. That's a free plug. I love Pandora.
Yes.
Like my heart.
Oh my goodness. So Roxie, we're gonna have this conversation. Now, for those of you who are tuned into Roxie's page, she can do her little intro for y'all. So y'all could figure out, what's really going on here. For my people, let me let y'all know. Now, y'all don't come for nobody on my page. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Y'all listen. Y'all, let's behave. Let's be on our good behavior today. We are having an open conversation. This is a conversation that needs to be had. I know it's a little touchy for some of us. But we need to have this conversation. So y'all please be on your best behavior. Don't listen. Okay. Mind. Like people say mind. But what's most important, and this is definitely how we operate here at Girl Talk. We're having a transparent conversation.
Absolutely.
We're having a transparent conversation. And yes, this is a Christian station. So at some point in time, we can talk about God and we can talk about Jesus. And we're going to talk about how this ties into whatever topic that we're addressing today. So that's what's happening. That's what's going on. No, we ain't throwing the Bible at you. That's not what we do. That's not who we are. And so, get you some tea, some popcorn. I don't know what you snack on. I'm a tea and popcorn girl now because I can't have apple cider because I off sugar. So tea and popcorn. Get you, a little snack. So we can do. We can sit down and we can have a conversation. Anything you want to say to your people?
The girls on my page, y'all could grab the wine because Jesus
Right.
turned the water to wine.
Well,
so feel free.
glory to God.
Amen. Amen.
So let's talk about this sweetheart and side chick situation. So for me, Roxie, you don't know me, and this is perfect because you and I are gonna meet one another in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So you don't know me. So Roxie, I'm a church girl, born and raised. I don't know nothing else but church. We the worst ones though. And I'm gonna come right out here and say that we the worst ones. We the church girls. We oh boy, we be saved sometimes, and yeah, we could do better with our salvation. That's how I'm gonna leave that right there. And I could do that. I could say that because I'm a believer. So we'll make that clear. Put that out there. I love Jesus. I'm a minister actually. So I can say that. We could do better with loving Jesus. We could do better with living right. We really could. As women, as Christian women, we really could do a better job. So growing up in church didn't necessarily mean that we weren't exposed to certain things. And I think for me, the first time that I actually understood what it really, really meant, like the weight of somebody having a sweetheart, somebody like actually, to use a church term, like committing adultery. When it registered to me as like, this is a thing that could hurt, I was much older. So the problem was, as a child, I was introduced to it like how most of us in Bahamian culture are introduced to it. It's happening within our parents' marriage, right? I know my mother has absolutely no problem with me talking about this.
Okay.
So I was
Shout out
6
to
years
your
old.
mom for allowing
Listen,
this to be a
my
teachable
mom,
moment.
I love her. She's amazing. She's the strongest woman
Hey,
I know.
Mom.
She's my superhero.
She's making macaroni.
I make the macaroni. She's make the peas and
Definitely
rice.
friends.
Yeah, I the macaroni woman. She's the peas and rice woman.
I'll be there Sunday.
So I was introduced to it at 6 years old when I found out that like my dad was cheating on my mom. I was 6 years old when I
Wow.
discovered it. And so as a child, it's just like, okay, all right, I know this is not supposed to be happening, but it doesn't register in your mind as like a bad thing. As a child, for me, this is my story, y'all. Don't come at me. This is my story. It didn't really register for me, Roxie, until I was in the 11th grade and found out that my current boyfriend was cheating on me.
Oh wow. Oh, it came home. No pun intended. Like it touched you close enough.
And it wasn't like a blind, like hiding, cheating situation. It was like a in my face, like you can deal with this cheating.
And I have a comment on that too. I got you.
And I was like, I can't say the word on the radio, but no, this did not.
Mhm.
And so it was a very, like a 16-year-old only can dramatic, breakup where, I carry all the things to his house and give it to his mommy.
Oh, don't make me dance today.
I carry all the things to his house and give it to his mommy, and it's like, I done with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you, and you broke my heart. And so that was the first time that I remember, Roxie, actually going back home that day. And I actually remember the moment that it hit me that this is how my mother felt with someone who she was with a whole lot longer than I was with my little boyfriend.
Mhm.
And that's when the weight of how much pain it caused her really hit me for real. I have two sisters that are not my mother's children.
Mhm.
One is a year and 2 days older than I am. And the other one is about a year and like 8 months younger than I am.
Oh, Daddy was busy.
And my parents were married 2 years before I was born.
We just did the math. Everyone on this live. Just did the math just now. Whoa, we just
Okay.
did the math,
Yeah.
baby.
So this is not, and listen, I'm saying this and I'm sharing my personal life with you guys because this is not just my reality. This is the reality for so many people. So many people where you have siblings who have different parents, and some people calling them half and half siblings and not full. Listen, my sisters are my sisters. I have 4 sisters. I have 1 brother, but my sisters are my sisters. Period. My mother, in spite of everything that was done to her, treated them as if they were her own children.
Because they did no wrong.
Because the children,
Innocent.
they're innocent in this whole situation. And I use that story to kind of open up tonight's conversation because this is a cultural thing. It's affecting us more than we really want to admit. It's affecting us, like the relationships that we pursue as adults.
Very much so.
It affects our perspective as children on adults and how we should relate to them and how we view their relationships. It affects how we raise our own children. And it also affects the successes or the failures of something as simple as a relationship with a parent, a friend, a brother or sister who we may see doing similar things. This thing affects us on so many levels. It's crazy. For some of us, we can't even go to that church we used to go to no more because there's this question or this issue of, wait a minute. So the pastor was sweetheart too? This is a serious thing. We're not making light of it at all. I don't want to make light of it, Roxie, because it's serious for me. It's serious for me. And I'm also not judging anybody either. I want to make that very clear.
Absolutely.
Not judging anybody. So that's kind of where I wanted to start off today's conversation. We ain't judging. This thing is real. The woman who finds herself in this situation, she's mostly ignorant or very conscious or questioning. That's really the 3 places women find themselves. Either you don't know that you are the side chick or being cheated on. You are quite confident and you know exactly what's going on, or you ain't sure. You saw some things, you heard some things, or you had a feeling. For y'all who say if the Holy Spirit was talking to you, you just wasn't listening to him. So yeah, Roxie, that's my little situation.
All right. So I am the product of a pastor.
My Jesus.
Yes, my dad was a pastor.
This is powerful.
Very powerful. I grew up in the church, giving sermonettes, leading youth.
Man, stop it,
movements.
Roxie, man.
I used to
Stop
preach in
it.
the church.
Turn the mic towards you a little bit for me, please. Yep.
Yeah, man. I have been very deep in the church. I struggled with my faith for maybe the last decade. I have been in and out of a struggle with my faith. I'm still continuously battling with my faith.
Okay.
I am coming to terms with it on my own though.
Okay.
Because I feel it's a personal walk for me.
Yes.
So I get it. And they always say, you say church people is the worst, pastors, children times too.
Yeah.
Okay then. All right. So we can start there. I just wanted to give you the baseline, baby. We can start there.
Right. That's
all right.
Important information.
Very important. Now, I came from a home. I've never experienced any type of infidelity in my home.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And they literally, their vows were till death did them part. When my mom passed 10 years ago, was literally when the marriage ended. Yeah, thank you so much. Was literally when the marriage ended. And I've watched my dad be the perfect man, the perfect father, the perfect husband. I have watched my mom be the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect helpmate.
Wow.
I have an amazing template of what a marriage is to be.
That's awesome.
Amazing. And I done been a side chick.
See.
So this is why I'm saying you can't judge because everyone's perspective is different. I have been a side chick and I've also been cheated on. So I've been on both ends of this ruler. So I tell you, this conversation, we're going deep. I believe my introduction to you is hello, my name is Roxie and I used to be a side chick. I can't believe this how we meeting, but This message may help someone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, thankfully, and I've been a side chick more than once. I'll make that very, very
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
I think a lot of people question why. How could you? Why
Right.
would you?
Right.
And a lot of onus is placed on the woman.
Yes.
Very little accountability to the man.
Which
We can talk about that in
yeah,
the y'all.
yeah.
Very little accountability to man. But since this is girl talk,
This is girl.
let's talk about our accountability to each other as
Yes,
women, just on that
yes.
basis alone as
Yes.
women. So as a side chick, thankfully, I did not ruin any marriages. I did
Good.
not ruin
Okay.
any
Good.
homes.
Mhm.
And I broke it off.
Good. Okay.
I just wanted something better than that lifestyle. And I won't even sit here and cap in front of your viewership. Side chick life is be sweet.
It is.
Because you spending his money, you getting what you want, and then he goes home to his
have
wife.
none
You
of
don't
the
have nothing. I
none
don't
of
have
the
none of the responsibility of the wife and all of the benefits. So and a lot of people again want to wonder, why is it so appealing? Why do women do this? I mean, there are multiple reasons why,
Mhm.
but that is definitely one of the pull.
Mhm.
And it might be shallow and superficial, but it is what it is.
It's real.
You know what I mean? It's very real, very, very real. And again, I've been cheated on, and I mean, I was so in love. Like I was trip out.
Wow.
Y'all still
Wow.
say that trip out? I
Yeah.
was trip out.
Trip.
Oh
Trip,
Lord, I was
trip.
trip out. I feel if the Lord had come and tell me this man wasn't no good for me, I would have said, Lord, you're messing up on this one. You're a little blurry.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you've been long for so much 1,000 years. Check your eyesight. Don't see him right. This man is mine.
Right.
And he's like, I would have questioned God
Wow.
for him.
Wow.
And whole family, like living with the next woman. I don't listen to me to this day. I don't understand how I ain't catch this. I honestly didn't. So I can even understand how some women just
I
don't
can
know.
relate.
Just don't know.
I can relate.
So yeah, y'all. My name is Roxie Starr. I've been a side chick. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So let's slide into something that you said right there. You said for some of us as women, we make the decision to be a side chick because we really don't think we could do any better. Because of the view that we have of ourselves.
Let me say this.
Mhm.
That may be what it is for some.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Never what it was for me.
Right.
Never what it was for me. I think a lot of people still forget that we are all still just people.
Yes.
And a lot of times, if you take away the money and the gifts and the weekend vacation, because you can't scheme on island, he have to take you on a trip because he can't be seen with you in the public. You know what I mean? So you gotta go. And then when y'all do go out and here, you gotta go somewhere nice and fancy where he may not buck his wife because she don't go these type of places. So you're very strategic with the places that you go.
Wow.
So he ain't carrying you fish fry because she love her Andres. He carrying you Kana Bahama because she don't like that foreign food. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's a science to this, baby. It's a science to this. But where I was going with it is, at the end of the day, there's still two people. So don't underestimate the attraction that really does exist between the two people. He just happened to be married. He just happened to be in another entanglement. And that doesn't take away from him still being a caring person, a charming person, compassionate, understanding, a helpmate to you.
Do you think it takes away the love that he has for his wife?
No. I don't know. I mean, this may go against a lot of belief systems, but
Mhm.
as humans, you have the capacity to love more than one person.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not the love part of it that's questionable. It's your ability to commit to one person. And the commitment and the love are separate. Because you can still love a person and not
You
be
said something
not
there,
be
ma'am.
committed.
The commitment and the love are separate.
They're separate. And most people are like, oh well, if he loved her, he wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Then not necessarily.
It's
And
not the love.
It's
the
not the love.
commitment.
It's the commitment he struggles with because he can love both of them equally. And I want you to know, in most cases, he does.
But
she
he's-
does, because I want your thing, woman, you know,
Oh.
with no side dude either. So
Oh,
let's that part.
yeah.
But
But we talking about it in general.
in
So we
general,
gotta fix ourselves too.
yes.
So we ain't
it-
attacking the man.
the capacity to love more than one human exists. It exists. I don't understand why people think that just because you said that you love this person and you took vows with this person, you don't have the capacity to love other people. That's not what's in question. Now, the issue comes in now. He doesn't have the capacity to commit to one person.
Listen, my pastor always says this: desire is desire.
That's
Even
it.
after you've been delivered.
That's Right?
desire does not go
That don't go
away.
nowhere, and
The
you can't.
question is, do you say yes
Yes
to
or
the
no?
desire, or do you say
And that's
no
the
to the
discipline
desire?
and the commitment. That
Yes.
don't have nothing to do with the love.
Yes.
Yes, you may say, well, if he loves her, he will commit.
Yeah,
No, you
yeah.
gotta work on your commitment separate than your love, because you could love her to pieces. Love her to the Lord.
Yeah.
That's a lot of love.
Yeah.
But if you struggle with commitment, you struggle with commitment. That's a flaw. But you gotta work every day, continually work on committing to commitment.
Yes.
You have to do that. That's a decision you make every single day. You get up and you decide that every day. So to say that it takes away from, no, man.
Mm-mm.
Loving her don't take away from loving her.
Huh.
If you really love them, then you love them.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change the
It
love.
doesn't change.
It's just that he sucks at commitment.
Listen to me. I have had so many friends. I've had so many experiences in my own life where I've questioned, like, okay, you lied to me. Why did you lie?
Mm.
And I think that part for us as women is what hurts us. I mean,
I can agree with you.
there are other parts of it that hurt us, but it's the lying part that I think that's the most difficult thing to get over if you're trying to reconcile after
You hit it on the head.
adultery,
You hit
after
it on the head.
someone has cheated on you. That it's that the lying part, that trust is broken. So what you said earlier was so powerful, because you talked about the fact that love and commitment are not the same, but you need love and commitment in order for a marriage or a relationship to
Absolutely.
make sense.
And the next
So-
thing you hit, communication.
So what happens then is when you start to lie, the commitment is now so broken and so fragile. There's no way, absolutely no way you could perceive the idea that this person who you committed your life to all of a sudden just flat out lying to you.
Like, I can start second guessing everything you say.
Everything.
You could say, babe, bring home a box of cornflakes and you know more on top of the fridge. I could say, take a picture and let me see. Like, I don't even trust you for those little things anymore. Like, send a picture with no cornflakes.
So you-
Matter of fact, video call me. Let me see the
Right,
whole
let
kitchen,
me
because I
see.
want you hide the cornflakes in the cupboard. And tell me bring the cornflakes home.
Wow, that's a real
It causes, and then see,
thing.
after that, when you reconcile, the person who has been hurt is expected to just automatically heal after the I'm sorry.
You can't.
I know we're a little bit off topic, but
No, this is good, this
they
is good.
expect us to automatically heal
Mhm.
after the hurt just
Mhm.
because you apologize. See, forgiveness doesn't work like that.
No.
I give you give me the apology, but you don't determine my timeline for forgiveness and the timeline that I place for building the trust. You've hurt the sanctity. One of the pillars of our union has
Yes.
been broken.
Yes.
That is not an overnight fix.
No.
So you don't get to tell me you still have an attitude about that, man. Me done over that. I done tell you I sorry. What more you want me say? What more you want me say? You want me put the girl call on speaker? You know, say favorite line. You want me call the girl on speaker so she
Yeah.
can tell you we ain't have nothing going on, baby?
Right.
Y'all been lying together for 5 years. You don't think she can lie for you?
Oh, she can lie.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
She's gonna lie.
the level of trust that's been broken, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you, and I feel it mostly for women who literally are oblivious,
Yes.
simply because this person now literally becomes someone you do not know. You thought you knew them. You are literally in bed with a stranger. That's the hurtful part for a lot of them. Like, who is this person? How are you this person? How did I not see
Deborah
this?
said
You
there's a
came
stranger
home.
in my house.
That's it there. That's it there. Like,
Who
you
is this
literally came home
person?
every single day, carried out your duties as a husband, as my partner. Not one time did you flinch, did you fail, did you falter. But you live a whole second life out here.
Listen, Roxy, I was having a conversation with a gentleman. I'm not going to tell you who this gentleman is until I finish telling you what he's saying. And he said something that kind of hit me in a very weird, uncomfortable place. If I'm being honest, it's just me telling the truth about me. He said that sex for a man is like a ride to the airport.
Man, if y'all on this live right now, please correct. Please tell me that ain't true.
It's like a ride to the airport. You need a ride to the airport. If you got to catch a flight, you need a ride to the airport. You will do whatever it takes to get that ride to the airport. And the reality is, if you know that you could always call on this person
For a ride,
for a ride to the airport,
That's what you call it.
you will consistently call on this person for a ride to the airport. That gentleman was my pastor who said
Wow. Powerful.
that for a man, it's like a ride to the airport. It's major for us as women. It's major for us. It's huge. We consider that like, what? You did what? You sleep with another woman? What would you do? There's like, I just was catching a ride to the airport.
But I can't breathe.
I really just needed a ride to the airport. It really, like, no, I can't even tell you what a face looked like. I
ain't
have
gonna lie,
no
I've heard
idea what
that.
a personality is like.
When you remember when you watch those movies and the guy's got cheated, his first thing is, it's not even like that. She
No.
meant nothing to
Yep,
me.
Yep. They ain't lying.
She meant nothing to me.
They ain't lying.
She had
Nah,
to mean
some of them might
she
be
had to
lying.
mean something to you. She meant the possibility of our relationship.
Some of them might be lying, but
I know.
She's a ride to the airport.
Mm.
A ride to the
have
airport.
to
Now,
visit church.
for women, I've been told that I shouldn't make sweeping generalizations when it comes to women. But here's the truth: for us, in order for us to cheat, it has to be emotional before it's physical almost every time.
Yeah.
And when we cheat, it's different. Y'all ain't want to tell the truth. I can tell the truth. It's different. It is different. It's not the same. It is not the same thing. Our heart, our emotions, everything is entangled up with that person, and then we like Jada, entanglements everywhere.
And the thing is, we don't get catches often either.
No,
I know.
we
powerful. That is it. I don't know.
Wow, smart.
Mm-hmm.
I won't call the men.
See, they just start changing all the little things about themselves. I can notice that. Women, we don't change nothing. I still coming home 6 o'clock because my boyfriend got to know I got to go cook for my husband. I got to be home by 5:30, baby. He off at 6. No ifs and buts about it. You won't come home 6:30 and make an excuse.
This is so. It's such a touchy thing. And I want those of you who normally turn into Girl Talk who's saying what's going on right now, I want y'all to stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because what we have to say, you need to hear it.
You need to hear it.
You need to hear it. If you tune in on radio, in fact, if you're listening to this podcast now, somewhere in the world, wherever you are, you listening, stay tuned. Stay. Don't go nowhere. Listen, finish the podcast. Don't stop playing. And for me, I think I'm intentional with saying for me. You will notice that I say for me a lot, Roxy, because sometimes people just get offended.
Yeah. No, I understand.
So I say for me, this is my opinion. I'm opining my opinion. I think that alongside this concept of not knowing any better, or not even knowing any better, but just not believing for better for yourself,
right?
Not expecting the better. For some of us as women, I think that we are just green. And if that hurt you, please don't leave. But that really was for you. If that hurt you, if that offended you right now, that was for you. Here's why I say you're green. You're green because when you made a commitment to this person, whichever way, situation, circumstance you found yourself in with this person, wherever stage you are in a relationship, dating, engaged, or married, if you got to know that person, so my grandmother used to say to me, if you get to know that person, you will know them when they're cheating.
That's it right there.
She said, the problem is you didn't know who you married, or you didn't know who you engaged to, or you don't know this person that you're dating. So that's why you're so surprised. If you knew this person, then you would be able to detect even the slightest thing. And I always used to hear my grandmother say these kind of things. And I used to be like, Grammy, you sure? Like, because people is lie and they can hide things. She said, but yeah, not when you know someone.
See, because the things you're looking for are the unspoken. They the tells that they subconsciously do. Like, for example, when I got cheated on, the way that I knew, and I left before I even could prove he was cheating. I just knew. And he called me all types of crazy and tell me I overreacting, I overthinking, don't let my anxiety get the best of me. Man, throw my whole mental health issues in my face to take up for his cheating. Wow. So listen to me. My boy could tell me I'm overthinking things. I need to stop letting my mental issues get the best of me. And stop letting people tear down what we have, because our love is so strong. Sis, if I could have thrown up in my mouth, I would have thrown up in my mouth at that exact moment. Now, how is it?
There's some smooth lines. Right
You
there.
and the sunny girl, he must see was telling the 6 other women the same thing.
Listen,
It
that's
needs to be
smooth.
a whole lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Like, I need a book. Any of the women, if y'all on this live, let's get together and write a book. We can make corn.
Wow.
So here's how I knew. And it goes back to the exact same thing that your grandmother said. I watch the little things. When we
Mhm.
driving now, when I put my hand to rest it on the shift knob on top of your hand, you move your hand. You don't take my hand and rest it on your leg when we go out for long drives no more. You don't come over right after work because you got to pass me to get home. So you don't stop by me just to check on me and see how my day was anymore. Now all of a sudden you're super busy. Everything is just super busy. You're always busy. So no one gets immediately busy like that
No.
without communicating.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not
Yes.
saying that you can't get busy, but you communicate that type of thing.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, I can't pop up to your job and surprise you with lunch anymore. Now all of a sudden, when I say I cooked, hey, I just did your favorite. So when you leave work, you can stop by. Oh, I'm hungry. Man, always hungry. So how you ain't hungry?
Yeah.
Y'all always like eat. So how you ain't hungry?
You ain't hungry.
And then you start gaslighting me. I go on a girls trip, and your reaction is, I don't think you should be on a girls trip because only single girls go on girls trips. Child, I did bust in his face when my mommy said you're single till you're married.
Oh.
Because, you know, in a relationship box, chap on no application forms. So if you don't want me, go put the ring on my finger.
Exactly. And 2, not 1.
Thanks.
2.
Please
2
and
rings.
thanks.
2 rings.
My boy calls me to tell me you in Bimini having the time of your life and you can't call and check in. I could have been in Bimini lay up in the hospital. Your woman off the island, as the man, you could tell me, you ain't there for me. You ain't called to see if I'm okay.
This is powerful.
So at this point, I was like, man, whoever have you occupied, let them keep you occupied. I busy. I go and scream A and get shots to the bar. Bye. Click.
Wow.
But it's the little things. It's the little things. Telltale. So ladies, if you in that, what was it? Was the questioning phase? It was the third was questioning.
Yes.
If you're in the questioning phase, the best thing you can do is look at those little things and start open lines of communication. It's not accusatory.
No.
Conversation.
Yes.
I need to know. Because at this point, clearly, if you're out there searching for something else, then hey, there's something that I can't give to you and I need to walk away so that you can be free to go there and find it. And then on top of that, do it for yourself because you deserve better than that, which is how I stopped being a side chick. I realized that that's not even a pattern I want to give to my daughter. I don't want her to feel like she need to do that. At the end of the day, it's going to be her choice as an adult, and I can't get in the middle of her choices. They're between her and God. But I walked away because I can't sit on my live feeds and preach about women empowerment and how we should hold each other up. And I could be the reason another sister, they're crying tears at night because her husband ain't come home. That hit me a little different.
Yeah.
So that goes back to when I was talking about the accountability woman to woman.
Mhm.
You know, and I can't tell nobody how to live their life either.
No.
That's my personal choice now,
Yeah,
though. But
yeah.
I've been a side chick and it was sweet. Things on top of things. Lord, I didn't like
Wow.
tears.
Yeah. I mean,
Woo.
all us like things.
It's sweet. But at some point, you have to make the decision for you. And again, I'm not here to knock nobody or judge nobody for their decisions. That's solely theirs.
Let's get some of these comments in here. Y'all. Oh, wow. I don't want to be. Let's get some of these comments in here. Tulsi says, "Hi, those twists are banging." Thank you, Tulsi. My girl Kim, she hooked my hair up. Jason says, "Love the hair." Thank you. Catherine Benaby says, "Love. The show is hot. Sure is. Sure is." Let me scroll through. I don't know what that one was about. This comment says, "Yes, Roxy," and it doesn't. Basau says, "Women know how to be transparent and honest. Men too like lie. That's why they get catch. They too like lie." Raquel laughing. Raquel say, "Man, always like eat." She laughing.
They always like eat.
My boy was doing reverse psychology. He had that game on
On lock.
He had that game on lock.
Clint Watson, I'm ready to tell my story. Listen,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
game
biggest swing
on
I had in a
That
long
was
time. He
smooth.
catch
Listening to
me.
you tell that story, I was like, that sounds a little believable.
He
Just slightly believable.
Oh,
Slightly believable.
man, I wish him the best in life.
Let me
though.
tell you how I found out about my little situation recently, Roxy. Oh, Jesus. This was So I was minding my own business.
You usually are. You usually are when you find out.
Minding my own business. Drinking my water. Going to the bathroom all the time. Ain't nobody business. Listen, I was minding my own business. And a friend of mine says to me, so you and homeboy y'all still, whatever y'all is, right?
So just interject, ladies. That is the first red flag when anyone asks you if you and homeboy
Exactly.
still. Here comes the
Exactly.
story.
Exactly. So you and homeboy still? And I say, yeah, huh? So he say, so like y'all on or like tell me what's going on here. Like, is it like y'all together? Like, and I was like, yeah, man, we together. Not after today. Just like that. And then they told me how, during the pandemic, they
this is recent.
This is recent.
Oh, this fresh.
This fresh.
Oh,
This last
wow.
year.
Yeah,
This
mine
last
was a couple
year.
months ago. So we similar.
So they was like, well, I was, somewhere, and I saw this person walking into an apartment that a friend of mine owns and told me who lives in the apartment and that this person lives in the apartment with another woman. So I said, really? Yeah. So they was like, you don't know that's where they live? And I was like, no.
Girl, this is my story too, eh?
Because whenever I would hang out with him or whatever.
This my name because I'm dating the same person now.
I was like, whenever I would hang out with him, we would hang out. When I hang out by him, it was a whole other house, someplace else. So I was like, all right,
when we come off here, we can swap names quick.
Yes,
just say it fast.
no problem. So this person was like, yeah, no, he lives with her, and this is where she work, and and this is the situation. So he says, how are you gonna deal with this? So I said, I got it. So I held on to it for 3 weeks.
What?
Because we was on lockdown. So I held on to it for 3 weeks. Saw him in between. Didn't say anything. Pretended like everything was okay. But then what I did was I went in observation mode. So I started observing, like you said, the little things. I said, okay, yeah, no, this is definitely proof that, okay, yeah, this is happening. And then one night we went to Montague Beach. People were still out there at that time. We wasn't like fully lockdown yet. No, we was open up and people was like on Montague wilding out, and that's when we ended up in lockdown again. So we went to Montague Beach. They used to do the little fresh fruit drinks on Montague Beach. So we was on Montague Beach, and so I was sitting down talking or whatever, blah blah blah, and he was listening to me, and then all of a sudden I saw his phone ring. I saw the name. I say, oh, homegirl calling him. So I played it off. I didn't say nothing.
He answered it?
He answered it. Oh, hey, I can call you back, okay? I can't talk right now. So I say, he answered the phone. I said, this is interesting. I didn't say anything. Waited until he was dropping home. So we got home and we sat in the car talking or whatever. So then he said, all right, good night. I said, before I go, I said, so when were you going to tell me you was living with this girl and this person is your landlord, and you also know that this landlord is like very good friends with my friend. So eventually I would have found out about this. Like, when were you going to tell me that? Like, why you have me out in the fool looking like in the streets looking like a fool? People coming to me, talking to me about you. You all up around like people who know me, being around me, claiming me, and it really didn't hit me like for real, Roxie, like what was really going on until I noticed that like most times when we go out, like we get home like by 9, 10. He would blame it on his job. I'm a busy person, Roxie. I'm a very busy woman. I don't have no time to be studying
No.
what you doing after we leave from wherever we were together because I'm a busy woman. I have things to do. I am not just sitting around waiting for somebody to come look.
Yep.
I have things that I'm passionate about. I got stuff that I'm working on. I got music to make. I got clothes to design. I got a whole pile of young people that rely on me. Like, I'm a busy woman. I have things that I'm passionate about. So I don't have time to be studying the things that you have going on. So in my mind, I knew that there would be some nights where 7 o'clock, I tell them, I gone. Phone off. I sleep in.
Yeah.
I sleep in. I ain't going around doing nothing. I'm in my bed asleep because I'm tired. I taking a trip because no, I traveling with my singing group. Like, that's what we do. This is what we do. I on the island. Like, I am not with no man. I am actually on the island at a regatta or at some crab fest or something, singing on the gospel night. Like, I really am doing this.
Right.
So I'm saying to myself, so all these times when you tell me you was traveling and you was doing this and you was doing that, you was lying.
Big time.
Oh, well, I say, you know what? Don't even explain.
You don't. I don't
I
need
said,
it.
don't even explain. I said, we good. It's okay. It's all right. And after that day, he kept calling. I stopped answering. I stopped answering. And then eventually he realized this girl ain't answering me. She didn't answer me. And eventually the calls died down. Now, here's a crazy thing. What happened to me after that, Roxie? What happened to me after that was I talked about it. I talked about it actually live on Girl Talk. I talked about how I ignored a situation where I pull up to the light and I saw him in a car with another girl and I ignored it. They know him as the red light man.
That's growth.
I ignored it. I pretend like I didn't see it. I showed up to a wedding to sing at a wedding because they sing at weddings. He was there with the girl.
Oh, wow.
I hailed him. I said, hey, how you doing?
Kept walking.
Hailed his family. Smile, hug, everybody. Kept going.
That burning him up, you know.
Listen to me.
The grace that you dealt with it with is what really
I was
burning
just
him up.
like, we good. Had to go to his job during the pandemic because I had to do a little thing. So saw him in the parking lot. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Walked in the door, went, did what I had to do. Like, no issue.
Wow.
No issue whatsoever.
So there's a flip reverse on us because you were the side chick and didn't know.
Did not know.
Hi. How you doing, boo?
Did not know. Had no clue. Had no clue. And when I tell you, like, I was lied to.
And let me give him his credit because men like them who are serial sweethearters.
They know who to find.
They know who to find. They pick, they pray, they are methodical, it is systematic, and they've been doing this. So hey, don't feel no weight.
I didn't trust
because
me.
he's a professional.
No, I will be honest with you. If we tell the truth, this is Girl Talk. We are transparent. After that, I had anxiety attacks for months.
Oh wow.
And panic attacks.
So Cat Hepburn on the live, he'd say you good because she'd have been locked up.
Listen to me. I had anxiety attacks for months. I got a little crew who work along with me in youth ministry. Let me tell you something, Roxie. My crew, they was ready.
Woo!
They was ready.
Mm.
They was ready. They was like, where he is, where he live.
We pulling out.
Drive by. Drive by. Camera. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just expose the whole thing.
No.
They was ready. They was like, no, what we're going to do is we're going to have several angles. So it's like, this one could be in the bush. This one girl behind the gate. This one could sit in the car. This one could try to find a way to walk through the people's house and get through the back door and come inside.
My goodness.
Listen, they had a plan, girl. They was ready. They was ready. And I say, you know what? I'm going to let it go. And I realized, here's how I realized I dealt with it wrong. The panic attacks exposed the fact that I internalized it too much.
You did.
I wasn't saying to anybody, talking to anybody about how I felt about the whole thing. I internalized that thing so much that the idea of anything that looked like pressure, intensity, or anything that needed to happen right away made me so nervous. My heart felt like it would start to beat out of my chest. I would literally start gasping for air. I would have chest pains. And one day in my office, I passed out on the floor.
What?
Because an idiot.
See, but this goes back to your original opening too, though, when you spoke about all of the ways that these type of arrangements affect people. And these are, a lot of times, these are the things we don't think about. Like, sis, it literally costs your whole mental health to break down.
Yep. It
You
do.
understand what I'm saying?
And I'm a woman of God. I know how to pray, Roxy. I know how to find the presence of God. I'm a worship leader.
Of course.
I love God with all
Of
my heart.
course.
But I cannot deny the fact that this thing, like, I was like, you made me something that I did not want to be. You made me a side chick. You have a
Yes.
whole woman you living with.
Yes.
Eventually, I found that they was engaged.
Oh, powerful.
I don't know if they still engaged. I don't know what's going on, but you know, like I was like, hold on, wait. This ain't just your girlfriend. Y'all
It's
engaged.
your fiance.
My God, this is powerful.
That is very
These people
powerful.
on this live killing me. They killing me. Let's see here. Alyssa says, "Child, I can't pretend. Can't even wait. When I
Like
ask you,
pulling up
you
on you.
better not lie."
See, and that's what I mean too. Free game, guys. If a woman asks you a very
She
to the
doesn't know
point
the answer,
specific question,
man.
we know the answer, man. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Okay. Do me a favor, Roxy. Make your live public so I can see your comments on here and put them up as well.
It should be public. My whole page public.
You strong, sis. Stephanie. Oh Lord, that's one of my youth leaders. She said, "You strong, sis," because I'd bust him in his head. Y'all forgive my youth leaders. They little ratchet. They little ratchet.
We love them though.
Oh, I love them. Janae say a whole plan. Oh my gosh, Jody said not an episode of Cheaters. Yep,
Yes.
absolutely, absolutely.
Factual.
Liz Josie Harris says you are real good because he would have had to remember not upside his head.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it there.
Wow. It's the God in you, Mericha, that kept you. For real. It really is. I can't lie. I cannot front. I cannot pretend. Franklin says persons that cheat make it hard for good people. It's very
They do.
true.
They do.
It's very
Because
true.
if you leave a person with a lot of trust issues. But I'd like to hear from the readers questions for side chicks though. Let me see if I can answer some questions. For
Yeah,
y'all.
if y'all got some questions, for the people who live in side chick world, definitely post it.
Mm-hmm.
Roxy ain't scared.
I ain't
Never
scared. I can
scared.
answer. I'm a retired side chick though.
Chick got
I want my
found
own
out.
man now. But you ever sit down and be like, oh, the karma would come in. The karma would come
You know
in.
something?
And then I remembered that ain't how karma really works.
You know something? If I tell you the truth, Roxy, there are times that I wonder if when you grew up in church, so when the Bible says whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap.
Mhm.
I wonder, like, God, these things coming back to me? Because
Did you sow it? It's like, did I sow it?
I asked myself the question. Actually, I didn't ask myself the question. I told myself, you know what? I deserve this. I went through that phase.
Why though?
I went through that phase because I was like, Maurice, you don't do some dumbness. You don't do some dumbness. You deserve this. You deserve this. I went through that phase. And that was actually for quite a while. If I'm honest with you, I was probably sitting in that place for like a month where I told myself, like,
You deserve this.
yeah,
Oh wow.
like I deserve this.
That's powerful.
And what brought me out of it was like, no, I ain't gonna allow somebody to just treat me any kind of how and then turn around and blame myself.
No. And that's a fact.
And that's what. So it stings when you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
when you are completely oblivious. And I've found out that is actually the way that a lot of women live.
A lot of them.
I'm sorry that you've had to go through that. I went through it. I don't ever want to go through it ever again. Now we need to talk about homegirl who knows.
Must be in my mind, eh?
And actually, there's another girl who's in between there, though. There's a girl who didn't know, and when she found out, she ain't stop. So she becomes the girl who knows.
So are you talking that the side chick knows that there's a main girl?
So let's
or do you
say
mean the main girl knows he has a side chick? Because
both.
that go both ways.
It goes both ways. So let's start with the one who y'all hate the most, the one who everybody's throwing rocks at in the public, but in private, you struggling because you are her.
Mm-hmm.
You dating this guy, you found out that you was the side chick, that you was the sweetheart, and you didn't stop. Let's talk about her. Because she's the one who, alongside the one who gets into
Already knowing.
They are the women that we castigate, the ones that we say are wicked. We call them home wreckers. We say that they have no in the church world, no reverence for the sanctity of marriage. In the world, we say she nasty. She don't know what she getting herself into. All of that. You know, talk about a bad. I can't say it on the radio because
Of
Jesus.
course.
But you know, let's talk about a bad.
Jesus.
Because Jesus.
Yeah, there's that.
There's Jesus. But we do her in. We
Bad.
do her in because we look at what she does. We look at the situation that she has found herself in. We look at the choice that she has made, and we judge her based on the decision. Now, I have to say this because I know some pastor go message my pastor and say, Mericha, and you're promoting adultery. I'm not. So I'm not saying that the posture of the woman who knows that the person that she's dating is in a relationship and continues to date them, or didn't know, found out, and continues to date. I'm not saying that she's right. Please understand that. I'm not saying that she's right. However, I'm saying that we're wrong for judging her.
Yeah.
We're wrong for judging her because you don't know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw this out there, and then I'm gonna let Roxie talk because the super saved people are not gonna like me after today. But we really need to stop judging people because they sin differently from us.
That's it there.
Because you was lie and thief, and the way that she is sin is
Just a different
adultery.
offense.
You good and you safe because you's a liar and a thief. But she no, don't mess with her because she's a side chick. She's a sweetheart. Sin is sin. I just have to put that out there, and then I can let Roxie talk because some of y'all are looking at me like, I just say it.
Listen, for me, I'm with you with the. So let me backtrack. Being a pastor's kid does come in handy from time to time. So I remember my dad did this whole sermon series on different things. He went
Mhm.
from grace to salvation to condemnation. So it was a beautiful series. And
Nice.
it sits with me so good because when I got to pull out my church talk, lean heavy on them.
Good stuff.
So
Good stuff.
I had a conversation with someone. I said, where we go wrong in the church is we all know that the Bible has been translated.
Mhm.
And a lot of words lost meaning when translated
Yes,
to English.
definitely.
So biblically, the Hebrew word that would have meant judgment was interchangeable in English. When you translated it in English, it was used interchangeably.
Mhm.
But there are portions of the Bible that give us as if you're a believer, gives you as a believer or a kingdom
Mhm.
worshiper, you have the right
Mhm.
to judge.
Yes. Yes.
You do not have the right to condemn.
Correct.
And what happens is we use condemnation and judgment interchangeably.
Yes, we do.
And that's the problem that I have with a lot of people in the church. So when you use judgment and you do it to condemn, you leave no room for grace. You leave no room for love.
Wow.
So when you use it in its form that it was transcribed to be used just as judgment, that's fine.
Mhm.
Because you should judge. That's discernment.
Yes.
He tells you to seek that out.
Yes.
Because do I want to continue to affiliate myself with Mericha if her decisions are not in line with what God has for my life? That's a judgment that I make.
Most
And that judgment call says, no, I don't. But do I not love her? Even if I have to love her from a distance, do I not pray God's grace upon her? Do I not hope that his hand may reach out and touch her at
You
some
don't gotta
point?
expose her.
I don't have to expose her. I don't have to hate her. She's on a path that is all her own and between her and God. Y'all got to stop getting in the middle of people's sin. That's their business. Y'all let everybody business except your own.
Someone tells us not to stand in the way of sinners. That doesn't necessarily mean that you block them from getting, you walk the walk that they walk, but don't stop them from getting to God.
That's
what
it.
it means. Don't stand in the way.
That's
Don't
it.
prevent someone who could be coming to God, who could go back and reconcile with the Father. Don't stand in their way and cause them not to, because they sin differently from you.
My thing is, if you can tell me you stand resolutely and you believe that God took a whale to swallow a whole man
Yeah,
until he listened, you could tell me you don't think he could reach out and snatch her from being a side chick.
he surely can.
That's his job, not yours.
He
Now this
surely
goes back
can.
to, and I promise you, I circle in a point.
I hear you.
Now this goes back to salvation and
Mhm.
grace again.
Yes.
A lot of times, as Christians, we believe we can save people. Your job is never to save. You are not God.
Jesus did it.
You are not God. How dare you? The arrogance of you. Grace is a gift. How do you get up and
Jesus did it.
decide what someone else's gift's supposed to be? You can't do that.
No.
And you can't tell God who to save.
No.
You cannot. So quite often we end up in this role of, I need to go save her. No, you need to love on her. And your love can be from a distance. You could simply just shout, oh Lord, I hope she get it together at one point in her life, and keep it pushing.
Are we real enough though, Roxie? Are we real enough to see somebody who is in a situation that has hurt us? Because most of us, we castigate her because we've been in a situation like that where we've been hurt.
See, so now
Can we be real enough?
So how you condemning her and you sinning in your heart though?
Because
Your heart dirty.
You holding on to the bitterness of your experience.
Like my skirt. How you
and
holding
your
on to that?
unforgiveness is actually
And
what
you dare
leads to
judge
your
her?
condemnation. Yeah.
You dare condemn her. Sorry.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that. That's
Yeah.
not your role.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times I watched the movie War Room for the first time, maybe
Yeah.
about last week or so.
Yeah.
One of the takeaways that I enjoyed about the movie was the fact that the old lady said to her, why are you trying to fix your marriage? That's not your job.
My goodness.
Your job is to take it to God, let him work, move out the way. The problem is we want God to fix things and we don't want to stand still. And it's the same thing when you're talking about how you want to condemn a person. You don't get to make that decision because you don't know why he have her walk in this path.
No.
You don't even know if she's ever going to be called. And that's the next thing. Everyone ain't going to be saved. So stop. Your Bible said to me, he will say on Judgment Day, move from me because I never knew you. So how you think everyone could be saved?
That's
Stop
heavy.
it.
That's
Stop
heavy,
projecting
Roxie.
you and your Christianness onto people. Preach it. Shine your light. Live it. Walk it. Be an example. Be a moldable something that people
My
can
goodness.
model themselves
Yes,
after.
yes.
But it ain't your job to save nobody. You are not God.
You're not God.
If you could have saved, why would we need God? Now I want you to ponder that.
You sure you weren't supposed to be a preacher?
I think that's the calling on my life. I still run in there. It's the second
even
person
got
in 2
that-
days who said that to me.
She got that raspy preacher voice.
Listen to me now. Let's go back to the point now. See, I tell you I had a point with this. Here's the point I'm making.
Go ahead, Mama.
A lot of times we shame and condemn the woman.
Yeah,
Leave zero accountability to the man inside of his marriage.
most definitely.
He took his vows before God.
That woman ain't
But
take no
but
vows.
you saying, oh, this Jezebel need to loose this good man of God. What? What? What?
Because she's always a Jezebel.
She's always a Jezebel.
She's why
Why she can't be a
why she can't
Susan?
be Delilah?
Something
Why she can't why,
Something-
like why she,
something different.
why she can't be Mary Magdalene?
But she need to
Why
loose,
she always gotta be
loose this
Jezebel?
good man of God. He was caught up in her spells and her wicked ways, and she pulled him away. But oh my God is gonna bring him back. Bring him back to the marriage because all the heathens out there, they will get him. No,
No.
that man had to walk to her, talk to her, unzip his pants, pull it down. You know how much things he had to do to cheat? And he holds zero accountability. Now, I only said all that to say this. I am not giving her a pass.
No.
But if you're going to judge in the eyes of Christianity,
Everybody.
on top of that,
Everybody.
judge the actual Christian.
Everybody.
Judge the one who has subscribed to the teachings of God, who is to be held to a higher standard, not her who's still walking in a path and has not arrived there. How you judging her? That's like you judging a fish on their ability to climb a tree.
It's impossible.
Impossible.
It is impossible. We do it though. We do it though. We do it. And we do it because the reality is we have no grace, no empathy, no sympathy, no kindness for the individual that, I can't say it any other way, that sins differently from us. It's the same thing. I'm not going off topic, but it's the same thing with persons who don't understand homosexuality.
Mhm.
We judge people because they sin differently from us. And the reality of the matter is this woman who is in this relationship where this man is somebody else's man and she's sharing a man, like, I think one of the things that we forget is that this is a human being. A human being
That's it.
first. A human being. They are not perfect. They have struggles. They have issues. For the woman who makes a conscious decision to be in the situation that she's in, know that all is not well. even when they think all is well.
I'm glad you say it like that, because some think
All
all
is
is well.
not well.
Some have made conscious decisions that this is the life they like. They want one part of it without the commitment.
Right.
And hey, again, that's on
That's
you.
your choice.
That's your choice. You know, and for them, that works for them. And I don't know what other way, how else to put that.
I don't really know other way to put
I don't
it.
know how else to put
Yeah,
that.
just because some people. And then here's the other thing too. This is what I learned. I learned this, and I learned this because, Roxie, if I tell you the truth, I'm 33 years old. I wanted marriage for true at 30.
Yeah.
Before that, wasn't interested.
For true?
Mm-mm.
So because my mom was a homemaker, like my ultimate goal in life, I want to be a housewife.
Mhm.
And I from your start dating me, I tell you that. So if you're ready to let me sit home and do the housewife thing, then this ain't gonna work.
It's good.
Yeah, I want my own little businesses, but passion
Mhm.
projects and businesses that I can run and maintain from home. I have
Right.
no desire to work a 9 to 5. I want to be a housewife.
Okay.
And I've watched my mom my whole life was a homemaker.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I went through some traumatic sexual experiences. Like I was raped more than one time.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of changed my view on relationships slightly.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
because I never dealt with that trauma, I went into a lot of relationships wanting the marriage, but wasn't able to get past the trauma to do the work necessary to
that's
keep the
good.
relationship.
That's really good.
But I've done the work on me now.
Good stuff.
I'm openly dating now. So, and I call it white people dating. Like I'm really dating. Like I go to dinner with different people,
yeah.
you know, and I'll say it live here too. And always you got to remember the dating is nothing sexual. It's
Right.
about creating
Information,
connections.
yes.
And
It's about
logging
information.
information. That's what it
Yes.
is. And again, no judgment if it is for you sexual. It's between you and God. But for me, I've always wanted marriage, but
That's
I've never
good.
been in a marriage place personally. I'm there now. I'm 33 as well. So I'm there
Awesome.
now. I think I've been there for maybe about a year now.
Right.
Where I know that I can actually do the work.
Right.
See, little things don't annoy me anymore. I'm able to use my words and not my temper.
Use your words.
And not the pot. Yeah. I'm able to talk it out.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted marriage, but a lot of people also they want it because they want the ideal of it.
But they're
And
not
then
ready for
they're
it.
not ready for it. And I can say something again to y'all church people because you got to save face. I can tell you like it is. Plenty of y'all only want marriage to juice.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. And some of y'all ain't ready for the things that come
reality.
along
It's a harsh
with that
reality.
marriage.
And also some things happen too and I think this leads to adultery as well. That a lot of times there are spiritual leaders who force people to get married because of the situations that they're in.
Correct.
And it's not healthy.
It's not healthy at all.
It's not healthy. And so it leads to just a big, huge, wide open door for adultery.
Yes.
And for the man to step out. And in some cases for the woman to step
woman
out too.
too.
And I saw somebody hint there. Franklin, I saw you. You'd say, why we ain't talking about the women? We can get there. We still got
We got time. Don't worry.
We
We
got
can go
time.
in because that's what girl talk is. Girl talk is real talk.
exactly.
We got to mash our on too.
We gotta fix it. And trust me, I want to end with fixing us. 'Cause
Yes.
we gotta fix us. But I said that to say this though, Roxie. I think that for me, I didn't want marriage because, and I say this too for the woman out there who is a side chick. She's a sweetheart. It wasn't appealing.
I have a friend like that.
It
She will
wasn't-
tell anyone, and she doesn't. She makes no apologies for
No.
life. This is what she chose. What she said,
Yeah.
I'm not marriage material. It's not appealing to me.
It
I must
just-
bind myself contractually to a person, and then when I get tired of you, I can't kick you out the house.
It wasn't
No.
appealing. It just wasn't appealing for
It's
me.
not appealing for some people.
Now, what had to happen in me, real talk, was I had to get to know myself. In getting to know myself, you know what I realized? I'm selfish. I'm selfish.
Yes.
So that's the journey that I'm taking now with the guy that I'm talking to, because I realize, Mericha, you selfish. You're selfish. I have to acknowledge that, and I have to
Work on it.
hit myself every now and then. No, Buddha, you being selfish.
Mhm.
You being selfish. You being selfish.
I like how you say that. You got to check yourself
I
sometimes.
have to check myself. You being selfish. No, you're being selfish. It's not always about you. You're being selfish. You're being
Yeah.
selfish. And I have to look at those parts of me that are self-centered and all about me. And I say that to say this, that in more ways than one, and in most cases, Y'all judging homegirl, and you think that she's out to wreck your relationship. She really just being selfish.
That's it.
She's really being selfish. I want you to think about it. Think about the I guess you could say the contributing factors to being a sweetheart, to being somebody's side chick. The contributing factors are you get moments in time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get long periods of time. You get moments in time. In those moments in time, most of the time you get whatever you want
Mm-hmm.
under whatever circumstances you want them
Mhm.
under, and you dictate what happens in those brief moments, and you dictate to the circumstances. And when that brief moment is done, you go your way, I go my way. And
You wanted something. I think I might have been selfish too.
and so what is happening for so many women? That's saying, okay, first of all, I ain't seeing no man out there who look like he making any sense for me to go date. And to be honest, I mean, ain't nobody else really looking out for me like that. So what I could do is I can look out for me and I can get mine. I can get what I want. I can do what I want to do. I can do whatever it takes to make me feel good about myself and get some of these bills paid at the same time.
Absolutely.
Get me one Gucci bag.
Usually it ain't some.
And some Michael Kors shoes and, some Tory Burch, and we good. Couple flights, car. We straight, one iPhone, Android, whatever you are.
Money in my account.
So
I want to start a little business.
exactly. So it's a selfish thing, Roxie. It's a selfish thing. And so I had to say that like that because there are some women out there who you're struggling because you recently found out that your boyfriend was cheating on you, or that your fiance is cheating on you, or that your husband is cheating on you, and you're blaming this woman and you're calling her a home wrecker. She's selfish.
But on top of
she
that,
ain't even on your run. She ain't checking for you.
And they call it a home wrecker. I can't wreck a home that your man didn't leave the door open to.
Roxie, I was trying not to say that.
I can't wreck the home if he leave the door open.
I was trying.
He let me
in. I was trying.
No, man.
I was trying not to say that.
He let me in.
Janae say, that's it. Stop judging people because they sin differently from you. Sin is sin. Janae say, preach that, Roxie. You preaching, boo. That's what Vernique say. Child, you preaching, boo. Vernique also says, had to come in the room on that, was watching from the outside, but boo boo, wow, shababa. This one's speaking in tongues. Oh my gosh. She also says, preach this thing, because last I checked, unforgiveness is sin too.
That's it there.
Unforgiveness is sin too. Boy, Rennie, you talking plenty. You the one with all the long comments. Them sins you can't see is what we need to focus on. We can see what the adulterers and fornicators doing, but that malice, hatred, jealousy, unforgiveness will keep you out the gate. My God, my God,
that's
my
it
God.
there.
Raquel say why she can't be married. No, I really feel that way. Like, I need y'all to know that. Y'all need to leave Jezebel name alone. Because she wasn't the worst.
I swear, y'all playing with her.
Read about Mary Magdalene. You read about the woman at the well. Y'all ain't read about the woman at the well.
Good enough.
Because Jesus said, the man you with now ain't even your husband. And y'all will call him Jezebel. Jesus said, a man who you just come from ain't even your husband. My God. Donald Leadon says, bring it home, Roxie. My Lord. Mericha, yeah, why she can't be married, Magdalene? That's how I feel. Like, make her somebody else. Stop calling a woman Jezebel. What about the woman who cheats? This Franklin now. What about the woman who cheats on the man that is faithful? That's right.
I love it. So listen, I have this viral video that what went around, and I can tell this to y'all right now. Women, when you meet a good man and you ain't ready for him, leave him where you meet him. So we could find him, please.
Jesus, leave.
Listen to me. I couldn't wait to get here because I want you to know, as women, we are ruining men's same set way. And then we mad when we buck up on him and he can't heal from his past trauma. And it's worse for them to heal because they don't have a safe space to talk about their trauma because they got to be masculine. They don't get to break down. They don't get to say, I'm hurt. They don't get to say, I need to heal. So when you break a man down and he have to go to the next woman, I guarantee you, he coming with all the hurt. So for the love of God, my women, I need a husband. Don't ruin all, please.
I like how Roxie said, for the love of God.
For the love of God, I need a husband.
Listen, I need one too, so y'all.
Please leave them.
Y'all
And
stop.
I won't say that
Man.
men feel it worse because people hurt differently, and hurt
Everybody's
is hurt.
different. Yeah, hurt is hurt.
Hurt is hurt. But men don't have the community emotional support system that women have.
No.
Men don't have girl talk.
No.
Men don't have a safe space. Men
No.
have been indoctrinated to believe they can't even cry.
No. And you don't talk about your feelings.
You don't talk about your feelings.
You don't talk about your feelings.
So you then take these men and they become, they give up. Well, I hope, because I have a good friend.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want me to call his name, but I have a good friend, has been through something exactly like that. Like, he literally was doing right in this relationship. And I watched my boy grow and evolve. This is my boy. Like, I
Wow.
watched the growth.
Wow.
And I mean, he's doing everything right. He's taking care of home. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And still get cheated on with a dude who's his fun. Like, you cheat up, don't cheat down. My goodness, we ain't promoting cheating, but goodness gracious, man. That's be the worst part. Y'all is cheat down. How you cheating with someone who's my fan, babe? No,
That's a
man.
mess.
Anyway, that's the side bar. Play this one still in me. I gotta pray this one out for true. That's how deep inside my soul right now. But
Yeah,
but
no, that's
now,
heavy. Yeah.
because he stopped, he paused, he took a breath. He did the work on himself after that. He
Yeah.
had a community, he had a safe space to heal
That's
properly.
good. That's good.
He now with a woman who is, when I say you see them together and you see the electricity between
Oh, that's
them.
awesome. That's awesome.
You understand? They grow together in love, in business, in parenting.
Awesome.
Everything and every pillar of the relationship is strong.
My
But sis was out, the other sis was out to break him, man.
Jeez.
My boy dropped weight and all. I was like, oh Lord, she break your belly down. Get the Pepto. Get
We need
the
to stop doing that,
Pepto.
though. We need to stop doing that.
I don't understand why people just so for me, adultery only exists within the sanctity of marriage.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So for me, if you are single, dating, and cheating, y'all gotta learn how to communicate. Because if you're incapable
Why are you doing that?
of being in one relationship, then just say honest, be honest. Say, hey, I want to see multiple people. I'm exploring all of my options. I'm not ready to commit.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's
Don't
a
do
conversation to be had.
Don't do that.
And I think
And let us make the choice. Let the
that's
other person
it there.
say, you know what? Okay, well, if that's where you are, I'm not there. So God bless you.
Goes
Your
back to
heart
what
or
you
your
said.
parts.
Someone made a decision for you to be a side chick. You didn't
Yeah,
make that decision.
no,
So
let me
you're making a
choose.
decision for me.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't like that.
You don't know me like that.
I don't like that.
You don't know me like that. Mm-mm.
Mericha's
I-
my friend now.
I didn't
Y'all
like
don't
it.
know her like that for true.
Listen, I didn't like it when I was a child.
And I definitely don't like it now.
I definitely don't like it now that I'm an adult.
That's it.
You making decisions for
That's
me?
it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. And I think, oh man, I think the thing that actually frustrates me more than that is then when you make the decision for me and then pretend like you didn't,
Oh,
and then you're gonna lie about it.
and no
So wait,
accountability
wait,
for the
wait,
decision
wait,
that you
wait,
made.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
You
minute.
choose for me now. You choose for me now. Put me in this predicament. Got my business out in the streets, and then you would turn around.
And say like you won't do it.
Oh no, it wasn't like that,
It
baby.
wasn't like that. Correct.
So I was.
Correct.
I was.
Correct.
But hold on, we was getting on our girlfriends.
I
'cause
swear,
gotta deal
women,
with
we got to
them.
do better.
We gotta deal
We
with
have to
them.
learn to use our words more. We need to. For me, it's been about, and I just had this. Shout out to my hairstylist.
Nice.
Shout out to my hairstylist. I could guarantee to sit in this woman's chair and have an amazing conversation. And we spoke about today the ability of being able to communicate, especially as a woman in a relationship.
Yeah.
Being able to say your needs,
Yes. Your likes and
your
dislikes.
likes and dislikes,
Yeah.
your future plans.
Yes.
The thing about relationships is they require alignment.
Yes.
And you need to be aligned on every front. And alignment isn't necessarily that we absolutely agree on every point.
Right.
But alignment says, I understand your point. I know this is a direction you're going to. Here's the part I can play, or this is a no for me. It gives you that open communication. That's what we really lacking.
Yes.
And especially as women, when the man asks you what happened, don't say nothing 4 times and expect him to read your mind. Can we please let that go?
Yeah, let's stop
let
doing
that go with
That's
Corona.
childish.
As Corona leaves us, allow that one too to
No,
pass.
We ain't know when Corona.
That going now. I didn't say that. It is done. That's how I speak in
Roxie.
that. But y'all gotta let that go. Y'all have to be able to talk. We do it all the time. Then you have an attitude. You in the kitchen slamming every pot on the stove. You expect him to
Communicate.
read your mind. Use your
Communicate.
words.
When you're disappointed, when you're frustrated, when you have a question because he's made a decision and you feel like he didn't think about you when he made a decision, whatever. You got to talk about it.
And
You
I ain't say
have to
accuse. I ain't say scream. I ain't say carry on.
Use your words.
That's it.
Use your words. We got a question here. Should a woman feel guilty after she gave a man so many chances, but he continues to cheat? And the day he fell back in love with her is the day she fell out of love with him and she moves on.
No,
I agree. No.
absolutely not. Here's the thing. Every moment that you let me touch on two things.
Mhm.
Falling out of love with him would have been a direct connection to the fact that you may have said that let's try again,
Yeah.
but he was never fully forgiven.
No.
And
And the
you
trust-
haven't
the trust
rebuilt
was-
the trust.
yeah, the trust was
Okay, so
never
let's
rebuilt, yeah.
make that clear.
Yeah.
And men do change. Let's also
Yeah.
make that clear.
Yeah.
We've
It's
been
possible
ragging
for
y'all all
people-
day, man, but we know that some of you notice that you've hurt her.
And you
But
have the
change.
ability to
But
change.
sometimes you
yeah.
have to realize it's a little too late. And every woman is different. For me, after you cheat once, let me not say that. Let me not say it in absolute. Because there may be a circumstance where
Yeah.
I understand and we try to move forward.
Yeah.
But in most circumstances, you cheat once, I'm gone. You're not gonna
Mhm.
get chances like that with me.
Mhm.
Not for cheating.
Right.
Because I already take it hard to be vulnerable and open up my space to you.
Right.
To bring you into this space. I already take that hard.
Understood.
But you've given him multiple chances. You've taken him back and you've given him chances to correct the behavior.
Yeah.
See, saying I'm sorry and repeating the action is manipulation. That's not an apology. So
sorry is not sorry if there's
sorry
no
is
change
not sorry
behavior.
if there's no change behavior. So
If there's no
technically,
change behavior.
he never really apologized. And you are well within your rights. I mean, you could have left from day one and been well within your rights.
So I mean,
So absolutely.
sorry
not.
that if that situation was real, sorry that happened. Cause
Yeah, absolutely.
Franklin says, girl got married in less than a year to the next dude, and we had the marriage talk and was about to set a date.
Okay, so Franklin, let me say something to you. That just wasn't for you.
Whoa, Franklin.
That just wasn't for you. And I understand the hurt behind that. I get it. But also, she still has the right to choose who she wants to be married to. Where I give her wrong is not openly and effectively communicating that the relationship is not what she wanted at that point in time.
This is something that we do as women, though. This is something that we do as women. And I'm not ashamed to say I've been guilty of this. When a man is pursuing you and you know you're not interested, tell him.
That's it. Please stop trying. I don't want hurt his feelings, or I still just want the benefits of the relationship without having to like him. Y'all gotta stop that,
Stop
man.
it. Y'all, we gotta do better. We can't just keep him around because we like the attention. That's wrong.
Please.
You want somebody sing the national anthem for you? I'll sing it for you. Call me.
One of
I
y'all
will
boyfriend
sing
out
it.
there probably is my husband. And
Are you
y'all around
serious?
here playing,
And y'all around here holding on. You know you want it. Let him go. Let him go. Let him be free in Jesus' name. Take the shackles
Amen.
off his feet in Jesus' name.
Amen.
No, but for real, y'all, we have to be big girls. We gotta put on our big girl drawers, and we gotta stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. Now, here's the thing: the fact that you are holding on to that guy, and you are saying to yourself, "Well, I don't know if I let him go or whatever." No, you have a low self-esteem problem
That's
too.
it there.
You do.
Because you want a backup
'Cause
plan.
what it is that a part of you is saying, "No, I gotta hold on to this because I ain't sure nothing better come in, so I can't let this go." Now, that whole concept of where do you believe something better coming, that goes into your belief system, and I ain't getting into your belief system right now
Correct.
concerning that situation, because that's a whole other different conversation to have. Either you believe a man out there for you or not. It's as simple as that. Ain't no in between. Bible say you're hot, cold, lukewarm, you make God form it. So either you believe it or you don't believe it. And whether you are a Christian or not, what you believe is what will come to you. What you
Absolutely.
believe is what you will attract.
Absolutely.
And what you believe is what people will pick up on.
Absolutely.
So if you are desperate,
Spitting.
if you're desperate and you out there being desperate, holding on to a man, he know you're desperate, boo.
Absolutely.
He knows. He knows that you're desperate. He can pick that up. And I know too that there's nothing worse than being a woman who's not been chosen. So the reason that you're holding on to this man is because he chose you. You didn't choose him. I get that too. But sis, you don't like him.
At all.
You don't even attracted to him. You just eating food, going out, dressing cute, because you want company.
What does?
And some of us actually want like real relationships. Do your girlfriend a favor. This is just the girls we talking.
Loser.
This is my girl. Lose the dude, man. He decent.
That's it there.
He decent. You know you don't want to marry him. You know he won't get married because he didn't talk to you about getting married.
Ah, see? But that's it there. This is what I'm saying to Franklin now. It's the wrong is in her inability to communicate her intentions with you. I'll never stand on the side of that.
No, you know you ain't into that right now. And
It's like you just have him as a placeholder until the next one come along.
You know he ain't it. You know he's not it. When you know he ain't it, release.
That's it. And it's just that he
Let him
ain't
go.
it for
No
you.
hard feelings, you know. There's nothing wrong with him. And then please don't do this because I hate this. We do this. Stop demonizing people who don't fit you.
That's it, baby. Man, come out the spirit. Stay in the spirit. I lie. Stay.
Stop that. Because just because you and homegirl ain't good, you and him ain't good. No, come on, man. They just wasn't for you. It's okay. We're not all
For each other.
going to love one another.
No.
We should, but we're
We're not.
human, so we don't. So, you know, just you know.
Chill.
But no, to Franklin, listen. And to my girlfriends up there. Y'all, we got to do better. We got to do better, man. Let the man go. Let him go. Why you holding on to the people that man?
Real.
Well, this is call them the people's stem, man.
That's it there.
That's the
It's
people's,
the people's
stem, man.
time.
I already know if
Let him go. I's people, and you holding my man. Let him go. Let him go, sis.
Let's get some more.
Sis, that's not your man.
That's not your man.
That's
mine.
not your man. That's mine.
My gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? Brittany, you talking plenty. What happened? Sit down with me. Let me tell you. Yeah, that's really good. Tanya says they just don't want to leave us alone. Who's they, Tanya? Who are you talking about?
The
Brittany?
people, man.
The people, man.
Out of order. Did you give them a disclaimer not to get out of order?
You're out of order. You're out of order. Brittany said, lose him and let him go. Not you calling somebody the shackles. Yes, Alyssa. Yes, you the shackles. Get off them man legs.
So I can dance.
Let
just
him
crazy.
go. Let him go. Antoine Duncombe says, I done been there. Hence, I am no longer dating. Whoa. Not only women get hurt, men get hurt too.
Absolutely.
So we gotta do a better job, girls, ladies, my girlfriends.
You's a Duncombe. I's a Duncombe too, Antoine. That's mean you's a good, decent man of God.
Yeah, man. He's decent. He's good people. Sometimes you hit and miss. That don't make him a bad person.
That's it there. Everyone, like you said, everyone is not
Everybody's
for
different.
everyone. And that's the problem that I have. That's why I can speak about my experience with an ex, but I can never speak to who he may be with you.
Right.
Because I've watched some of my boys dog out some women. Like I've seen it up close and personal. And then he'd buck up on one, and I mean, he will take his back off his body to rest it on a puddle for her to walk over.
My gosh.
Big transformation.
How those things happen.
What?
Janet says, when my ex was cheating, I had many pics and videos. When I left, I sent them all to him, and he ended up in the hospital. Boy, Janet, the situation sounds
That's deep.
That sound deep. Antoine said yes, cousin, LOL. But listen, Roxie, this conversation has been amazing. But you know what we got to do? We got to make sure that we leave people high. We can't leave them low. We can't leave them low. So I want to give you an opportunity to you know what I want you to share? I want you to share the transition when you made up your mind that you were no longer going to put up with less than.
Mm-hmm.
Share with our listeners, with your listeners, my listeners, how you made that transition and how they can too.
So for me, the transition was something that was pivotal to my overall growth. I wanted to be a better person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I decided that I don't want to partake or be a person that helps someone else get hurt.
That's
intentionally.
Good. Yeah.
So that growth had to come from me. And I won't sit and lie and say there aren't days when I know, goodness, end of the month coming. My rent would have been paid by now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So there are the things about it. I ain't gonna lie, I miss.
Yeah.
But for me, the growth was wanting to be a better woman, wanting to be able to have these conversations,
Yes.
and the conversation be authentic and be
Right.
real
And not be
and
lying.
be lying,
Mhm.
be able to inspire. Because I
Mhm.
can't say you deserve better when I know I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Mm.
So for me, it was about being able to grow, but being able to impact people, having a story that can impact someone and help
Yes.
someone.
Yes.
But the change, the transition has to happen. It has to be an inward thing. There was a lot of spiritual soul searching for me that went into that as well.
Mhm.
And then I have a daughter. I have a 4-year-old.
Wow.
And there came a point in raising her that I said I wanted to look up and be proud of who she looks up to.
Right.
And to be able to say I want to be just like my mommy without
Aw.
any
Yeah.
but not a side chick.
Yeah. Right.
I want to be just like my mommy, but just not the side chick.
Right.
I don't
Right.
want to have clauses in there that she has to take away from who I am and
That's
my
good.
character.
That's good.
I wanted
Roxie,
to
that's
just
so
say I
good.
love my mom and I want to be like my mom, and my mom inspires me,
That's good.
and be able to mean it and it to be meaningful
Yeah.
for her. But the transition, it has to be something within. If you walk the faith, you got to go back to God with this one. You got to get deep in prayer. You have to understand the prayer, ask for him to release you, and don't give yourself grace and all in this
Yes.
walk.
Yes.
Don't feel like it's an overnight thing. Give yourself that grace. Understand that if you weren't human, you'd be God. You're not. So relax.
Exactly.
Walk.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Understand. But it has to be purposeful, intentional.
Yeah.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
Anyone out here in Radio Land listening, I am single as a US dollar bill.
Hey. My God.
But I know me. I know me better. I'm proud of me. I can walk in a room and go out and enjoy myself and not look over my shoulder. But I wanted this man wife here.
Wow.
Or I dip in a daughter. I wonder if she know how I look. I wonder if she
That's
know who I
real.
is.
That's
It's a real thing.
It's real.
I wonder if she have me in the best friend group chat talking about me right now. Like, how she online talking about heal the woman and help them, and she ran here healing and helping my husband.
Right.
I didn't want that for my life. I wanted to be someone that when I come to things like this, no one in your group comments, how you bring this girl on the show and this what she is be doing.
Mm-hmm. That's real good.
So that was it was a journey, and baby, it ain't easy.
No.
Some days I see that truck pass. I'd be like, oh, I wonder how much money in his pocket right now. That could have been my money in his pocket right now. Then you just let out the butt God. Listen, is able.
Roxie, listen, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I could add to what you have said out there. Said to our listeners out there. Listen, y'all, desire is desire, and you make the choice whether you say yes or no to it.
Correct.
And so, no matter where we find ourselves, no matter what it is that we're going through, no matter how you find yourself in a relationship situation, whether you entangled, you complicated, you single, you married, you dating, however you find yourself, just remember that you make the decisions.
Correct.
You are the one that you choose to love, you choose to commit, you choose to trust or not. And you make the decision as to whether or not you are going to value the person that you are with, or you're going to cause them to question whether or not you value them.
Correct.
You need to make the decision. The decision is in your hands. You cannot blame anybody else, anyone else. You cannot do that. It's in your hands. Be an adult, grow up, put on your big boy drawers, your big girl drawers, grow up, and let's make the best decisions for ourselves. Because here's the reality. When you find yourself in a situation like this, you are hurting other people, but you're hurting yourself more because you have to live with you. Eventually, because of the way life aligns you, sometimes and in most cases, those people end out of your life. They end up not being in your life anymore, but you have to live with you.
Fact.
You have to live with the decisions that you've made. You have to live with some consequences that may not be so ideal. And at the end of the day, you have to sleep in the bed with you. So make sure that when you go to bed at night, you can have peace of mind based upon the decisions that you've made.
Fact.
And I don't care what nobody say to you. The minister in me has to tell you that there is no sin that you can commit that the love of God does not cover. You cannot out-sin the love of God. You cannot out-sin the love of God. So when these human beings who condemning you and judging you, fail you, know that there is a loving Father with open arms, always ready to receive you. He always loves you. He is not like us. He don't change his mind. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And before I start preaching, Roxy, let's talk. But this little situation we got going on over here. So this little cute fit of the week here is brought to you by my girl Gia at the Catwalk Boutique right there on Robinson Road in the Helron Plaza. And when I tell you that what I'm noticing, because I like to buy clothes and things, Roxy. So what I'm noticing is that, usually you could tell the difference between the colors for spring and summer. But for some strange reason, I guess the pandemic caused this. Y'all ain't care.
No.
Y'all wearing spring colors in summer and y'all wearing summer colors in spring. Y'all was just, I saw somebody wearing black the other day. So y'all say the pandemic come.
Me.
So I just wear whatever I want to wear because my clothes are sitting up in the closet too long, catching dust.
That part.
Because I got on fall colors. So
because this is beautiful though. Because when I walked in studio, the first thing I said, "Oh my goodness!"
I know, right? So
this
it's
dress
nice.
Is
it's
lovely.
cute. It's flirty. It's available in sizes small, medium, and large. Y'all, I don't remember the price. Gia, please don't kill me. I forgot. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dress. You can get it at the Catwalk Boutique, y'all. The detail for those of you who are on radio, you can't see it. It's like a paisley patched design, colorful. It has like a preacher collar neck with some nice detailed buttons coming down the front. They're cloth covered buttons, and the belt is fabulous. The belt is gorgeous. So check out my girl G at the Catwalk Boutique, and then she has these amazing earrings to go with them. These earrings are gorgeous.
Oh, those are very nice.
These are so nice, and these are kind of what everybody's wearing. I'm a hoops girl. I like hoops, so y'all know I put on hoops with everything if I could. But yeah, so check out my girl G at the Catwalk Boutique, and also check out my girl Italia. Listen to me, y'all. This one lipstick from Black Opal, what I be killing. Roxy, let me tell you. I went into eye candy the other day and I had to buy another tube of it because I didn't kill it.
Dead.
I kill this.
It's nice though.
It's a matte lipstick by Black Opal. You can get it at eye candy. And when I tell you this thing don't move, like the girl say, my hair don't move.
It don't move.
My lipstick.
It don't move.
It don't move. So you need it. You need it. And then also listen, this foundation, I just recently switched to this foundation. I think it was like 2-3 months ago. Listen to me, that Maybelline Roxy. When I finish leading praise and worship and I done sweat, my makeup is still be.
That's what I want now.
Yeah, that fit.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, y'all go get
use
you.
Fit? You will never use the one with the white cover, the 24-hour
Yes,
stay?
I use that on Sundays. Super stay.
I love it.
I use the 30-hour one. Oh, yes, boo. They got
Put me on cam.
They got a 30-hour.
That's what girl talk is about.
Exactly.
Put me on cam.
You can need the 30-hour.
I can need that little
It's the
thing.
30-hour. Use up after you wash your face. Use up to take the makeup remover and
I
then,
still go back in. Oh, I love it there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you need to get the 30-hour. Let me tell you, like, we can talk about that afterwards.
I can
That
just
low
play the live.
sale. That low sale. Yeah, we can talk about that afterwards. That y'all too like no people business.
Warm bronze, just in case you wanted to know. Warm bronze.
I got you. I got you. Boo. Listen, y'all. This has been another amazing episode of Roxy. People are saying, Roxy, we need a part 2. That's what they saying. They saying we need a part 2. So me and Roxy could try talk. Cause listen, your girl busy now. I want y'all to think Roxy just free.
They know we changed this date 3 times.
There's some things what's been going on. But listen, we're gonna try and get her back. And I don't know if it's gonna be a part 2. We might address something else. We might do something else.
Let's do something else. We can stay in the realms of relationships.
I'll tell you, it's hard to find women like you who are okay with having real talk, real conversation, and like not worrying about what people think.
Absolutely.
And
and I don't want to drag the show on, but let me tell you, just because your show is girl talk, that is the foundation for me. We've gone so far away from that support of each other, and that only comes with our truth.
Yeah, man.
You can't lie to your girl.
No.
You have to be honest. So
You gotta be honest
that
with
truth,
somebody.
I know that everything that I've been through in my life could help someone else. And
It's real
ain't
good.
nothing you could tell no one about me that I ain't tell the world.
Well,
So
love it. Roxy, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
You're
and thank you for
absolutely
your
welcome.
words of wisdom. And listen, I just love your personality. And I still think you have a preacher voice. There's a call of God in your life. Sorry. I just slip that right in there. One more time. Glory to God. Yeah, you got to call a God in your life. It coming soon. Anyway, y'all, got to close the show. Listen. Find your tribe. Get you some good girlfriends. You need that girlfriend who's going to be the shoulder that you can cry on, the one who is going to be the iron, the sharpens iron, to chasing you, to correct you, to tell you, no, boo, don't do that. No, leave him alone. No, don't wear that. Don't fix your makeup like that no more. Don't do it no more.
That part.
Don't do it no more. Why? Listen, don't wear that either, because it don't look good. You need to get you some good girlfriends. So find your tribe. Go out there. It's enough of us out there. You can find some good ones. And then don't forget to be that girlfriend. Don't forget to be the girl who somebody else can depend on. This has been another amazing episode of Girl Talk. It's your girl Mericha and your girl
Roxie Starr.
signing off for today. Until next week, Thursday, y'all. We could be back right here, same time, same place, with another amazing show. Love y'all. Love y'all plenty, for real. Like, love y'all to life. And I hope that the show bless you today. We gone.
Find a tribe.